Hey, first thing I want to say is Happy New Year, niggas. Shout out to everybody that made it to 2021. I got to give credit to you, whoever you are listening to this. If you made it to 2021, I give you props. You know, from one G to another, I give you props because you some kind of individual to still be here after all of this. I mean, babies and got murked in 2020, teenagers, adults, hella celebrities, and you still here. So think of it as a reason, not a short season. But I noticed some things in 2020, right? And I've been doing this a while to where each time I go into a new year, we make our analysis, make certain predictions on things, what we think might happen in the sport of boxing, what we feel need to change in the sport of boxing, so on and so forth, right? And one thing I will say that need to be left in 2020 is this supremacist trying to intimidate you with my skin tone type shit. Like that matter, you know. Supremacist going wrong type shit. I look at, the thumbnail that's up there, Deontay Wilder. It's like a case of trying to be the big bad black dude going wrong. Like everybody was gonna be scared of that. And like if everybody was gonna figure out like, okay, you dealing with some like lower power shit, because this dude was doing some, I don't know, some rituals or something. I don't know. But, a higher power would defeat a low power any day of the month, any day of the week. So it just seemed like that guy was dabbling in some different stuff. But we see that ain't the right move. It don't work. Trying to use your skin tone as a game plan going into a fight. I never seen that work. I seen dudes out here say, I'll never let a white boy beat me and get their ass whooped. It just seemed like when they switch it and try to make it about that, it goes south. It really do. Like, even though like Devin Haney undefeated, ever since he started with that old I'll never let a white boy beat me and all that. Hey man, you the email guy. Hand me down bill. Like you still ain't even proved yourself. So it goes south from there, you know. And that shit need to be left in 2020. Forget about that shit. You know. They need to be about that uh that work ethic. You know what I'm saying? Work ethic. Cause dudes be coming in there like with the Wilder fight. I remember even Stavern too back in the day. A lot of these militant supremacists do. They come in there like they some uh whatever they thinking they are in their head, space cadets. And they come in there and like the guy on the other side of the ring from them is don't have a game plan, wasn't fucking damn near, just in the trenches, getting ready to fight you and shit. Acting like, they worried about you intimidating them or something. Or yelling. Leave that yelling in 2020, man. Like trying to man, that shit stupid. That shit dumb. That ain't worked out here either. You know? Real talk. What's going on, my G? Real talk. What's going on? Hey, everybody that's catching a playback, y'all go check out Real Talk. Real Talk Boxing. Push the burn. It's been like fall. It was fall back season a lot. I would say, Trav, in 2020. It was a lot of leaning back, a lot of sitting down, a lot of sleeping, and You know, a lot of close calls, and no more of that going out on my shield promotions. Hold on one second. My bad, fam. Hey, really, I got about like a high 30 minutes. I'm gonna drop a link, and you know the homies doing a click. If they want to jump on, they can. But I got about 30 minutes because I'm hungry, nigga. I gotta eat dinner. You know, Sporting, what's going on, my bro? Actual, my bro, what's going on? What's going on, my bro, Charles? Hey, one thing that people need to know, and Hefe, you know, I'm not bothered by him because he was a baby when he started when I started fucking with us. He a little nigga to us. So, but shout out to Hefe. Um, Respect, man. If you come with respect, you get respect. When you disrespect, you get disrespect. Hold on, let me take this off. My bro,
What's up, my brother? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, man.
Whole chat. It's good. Happy New Year. Yeah, man. We back at it. You know what I'm saying? You know the
Mm-hmm.
haters like to say, Black, that UGC don't exist no more. We still here, baby. It's 2021. We still
We
here,
here,
you know what I'm
baby.
saying? We Hey, look, man, like I like to say, hey, we ain't the biggest, we not the baddest, but we the realest, all right? And we the few and the proud, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause we stand on what we stand on, point blank, period. Okay. TAC, True Media, True First Crew. You know what it is, man. Y'all want to diss, sneak diss, background, copycat promotions, content steal. Hey, y'all been doing it for the past 4 years or so. You know what I'm saying? And it's all good, man. We here. We don't make no money off this thing. We make we make the realest be known, and the truth come to light, and all that buzz that IO be saying. You know how it is, man. We back on the bullshit again.
That way. Shout out to the
That way.
214 to across the pond, nigga.
to across, to across the pond everywhere, man. Hey, we just talk our boxing talk, man. Do we get it right all the time? No, we don't. But do we say some real truthful shit? Hell yeah, man. Point blank,
Yeah.
period, man.
And
You
we
know, we
support
we don't
and we
man fan.
support
We
each
don't
other.
we don't do the bullshit. Go ahead. I'm sorry, back. Go ahead.
No, and we support the sport. We support each other, and got each other back like real brothers, and we do us, man. We come here to speak some real shit, and if you don't subscribe to it, cool, man. Go about your business. It's all kind of different communities and shit for people to get involved in. But if you want to hear some sucker shit, it ain't over here. You want to hear some fake shit, it ain't over here either. So you make a choice. Shout rest in peace to D boy, Debo. Make a choice. You know,
Mm-hmm.
Charles, what's up, man?
That's it.
Charles probably eating.
Technical difficulties. Hey, it happens.
He
All
in the,
right.
he in the woods probably.
Nah, I'm right here.
Oh, okay, what's happening, family?
Ain't shit.
Yeah,
Chilling.
hey, what I wanted to ask y'all since y'all on the panel, man. What do y'all think needs to change in 2021? Y'all know we've been doing this a while, so every year we kind of break shit down. We look at the past year in boxing, and then look at the new year ahead and see what they need to do, what we expect this year, and all of that. So, what y'all feel? One of the main things that need to stop and change from 2020 to where we have a better year in boxing in 2021.
Every goddamn thing. Stop with all this foolish shit.
Everything, huh?
Every
You
goddamn thing. Fuck
you
your
gotta be
network.
specific.
Fuck your network. Fuck your side of the street. Go out there and get it. Turn that shit off, man. What you doing?
Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I don't really care about your choker chains, your fucking stacks that you holding on your arm. I don't care, man. You need to be holding all them belts under your arm. You know what I'm saying? Like a
that's
Teofimo
true.
Lopez. He holding them like a lot of belts, man. You know what I'm saying? And he's fighting the best. He done
Eh,
fought the pound for pound king, so to speak, right? The world renowned pound for pound king that was Lomachenko, right? He was pretty much worldwide accepted as the pound for pound king. I'm not making this shit up. You know what I'm saying? But the people who are important in boxing, right? All the pundits and analysts and stuff who get checks for writing, freaking blogs and all this stuff and doing vlogs and all this and got the backstage passes. They wrote in as, Chenko, he's a pound for pound king, and Teofimo, he got him out of there. You know what I'm saying? He beat him fair and square, and he didn't give him a rematch because Lomachenko wasn't giving him a rematch. So I don't know what's all the hate's about. You know what I'm saying? I don't get that part. You know, but it is what it is. You know, I say it because uh, it's truth. You know what I mean? Not because he's Latino or Hispanic like myself. I don't give a fuck about that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna get the equal opportunity flame over here. You know what I'm saying? Equal
EOF.
opportunity flame. I don't care what color you is, what religion, what creed, none of that shit. If you fucking bring in the real boxing, that's what we talk about here. Okay? We don't like the fake shit. We don't like the racist shit. I fucking crush all that dumb shit. Because the shit is a construct and it's stupid. It's just stupidity and ignorance. And the shit is done. You got to get smart with you. You got to get smart with yourselves, okay? Know the knowledge. Seek it for yourself, okay? Read a
Shit.
book.
Hey, so right there, like leave that racism, that bullshit, and that color line shit in 2022. Leave that shit there. Cause it seems like that shit ain't no effective strategy in anything somebody doing. You know,
Enough.
so it could be a supremacist or whatever you want to think. It's just be a fan of. I'm a fan of a character over color. You know what I mean? Always been that way. I don't give a shit about somebody's skin tone, man. It's your character. That's what I fuck with. You know what I mean? That's what I pay attention to. Somebody can get on here and act like Hefe or some shit, and I don't give a fuck what skin tone he was. He could have been white. He could have been black. Acting that same way, I would be treating him the same way. Like, bro, you outside the door.
In
You know what I mean?
2021, somebody got to fight Andre. Goddamn it! This is another year.
Oh, you
Something
mean
got to
tell me?
happen.
So in
So,
2021, Charles is
so,
speaking up for Andre.
yeah, I can't stand the nigga, but something's got shake. There's a reason niggas ain't fighting this man.
Uh
I mean,
oh.
my thing is, if he's a nobody he's such an easy fight, then
Take
take
his
his
title.
belt, take his
Why?
title.
So why
What is
they
the
don't do that?
problem?
I
You
mean,
know?
we've seen that so much. Actually, it's like they say that thing that this guy is he boring or this dude ain't fought nobody, but if he holding a belt and that's a belt that somebody can grab, but he's nothing. Why do people throw that excuse out there? Like he's nothing. So why should I beat him and take his belt and give him his first loss? Like why should I?
Why? He got a belt. He got a belt, mo.
Right.
You want to
Why
be
would I take his
undisputed at
belt from him?
60. Want to be undisputed at 60. You got to go through him somewhere down the line. He easy
Why
work,
why
man.
do
Go get that. Go get that easy work. Get that strap.
and
I
Charles
know
be like,
one
why
thing.
why do I want to be the one to beat the space cadet for the first time? Why do I want to give him his first loss? For what?
I don't know, man, but there's a reason niggas ain't fighting this motherfucker. I can't figure it out. I keep saying I want top competition for this dude. I want to see him in there with somebody. Nobody want to get in there with him. Not a damn soul.
Yeah. Hey, shout out to Coach K, Retro, Blood Boxing. Happy New Year to y'all, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. Phil Walker, what's going on, man? What's popping? But yeah, man, I see quite a few things. But yeah, I mean, like Actual was saying, man, it's always gonna be equal opportunity flame. So, we find out what the fanboys are when we start flaming certain athletes. We always find this shit out. You know what I'm saying? So uh I had to find I'm trying to figure out the other day, if it's some Dylan White fanboys gonna get emotional. Like I don't give a shit. I like Dylan White because he was free smoke, but he got knocked out. So hey, nigga, flame.
It's like check it like for real, like check this out. Like Ed Belanga, right? He's a fucking monster. But who the fuck have you beat, my dude? And shout out to BK. I'm from the Bronx, New York all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? I'm Boricua too. But dog, who have you fought, my G? Like nobody, dog. Fight Morel. Fight the Cuban kid over there at PBC. You know what I'm saying? That's your contemporary. You know what I'm saying? Like fight somebody in the top 50. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't give a fuck about 16 knockouts in one round. That doesn't tell me shit about your skill. Nothing.
Just
That
mean you
doesn't
got
say shit.
power and you haven't
That you
stepped
got
up against
power,
anybody.
you huffing and puffing after one round. You didn't gave it all because you knocked some dude out that half of nobody fucking heard of. The fucking the Puerto Rican kid he knocked out from San Diego. That was Canelo Canelo's sparring partner. But then you beat Canelo's sparring partner. Now you want to fight with Canelo? That's not how shit works. That's
Right.
not how this shit works. So what? You knocked out Canelo's sparring partner. That does not give you a Canelo fight. Get the fuck out of here. You know? Nah, fuck that. Anybody get that smoke, man. You know what I'm saying? Fight somebody that with a pulse, a top 20 motherfucker, a top 40. Eddie Hearn said it. Fight somebody in at least in the team, not even fighting nobody in the top 40, my G. Come on now. And that's not hate. That's just the real. It's the truth. It's the truth. Okay?
Hey,
It's the
hey, Hefe, man, you ain't gotta talk shit in the chat, bro. The link being dropped. So I mean, you talking silly, bro. I ain't got to use Andrade to diss Canelo. I pointed out many different factors to bring Flame to Canelo, not just Andrade. That's just one of them. So keep up, rookie.
You know, Hefe a different kind of special, man. You gotta work with that kid.
Hefe over here he one of them same ones that come with that Mexican supremacist shit. Like nigga, you get bodied every time with that. We stick to the facts and the real shit. You only speak up when you think it's about your boy getting that flame.
You don't never
Yeah,
know
so
who Hefe like. That nigga shit change when the wind blow.
yeah, Hefe's like
That nigga lost.
a human.
Nigga lost
Hefe's
sleep
like
over
a
Wilder
human.
losing.
Hefe's like a human mood ring. He
Yeah,
just
you
that's
said
changes.
a
all he
human
is,
mood ring.
G.
I ain't never heard
That
somebody
dude
call somebody a human mood ring.
is about. He is,
Yeah,
man. That
it's
dude's
like
emotions be all over the
praise
place,
you
man.
1 minute, he'll shout you out. Then the next minute he's calling you a faggot and all out your mouth and shit, cursing out your mother and shit, or your
That's
dead grandparents or something. You know what I'm
But
saying? It's,
on
dude,
everything, when it comes to like Hefe, on everything, this man is never coming up come on my panel and just disrespecting me. He do it in the chat, but he don't never get up on the live stream and do that. That energy be different. So yeah, he still ain't hit the link. We got Philip D. Redden Jr. What's going on? He look like somebody important. How you doing, man? Nigga, suited up.
yeah, man,
Yeah,
suited and booted, man.
suited and booted. That nigga look like he about to close on a real estate. About to make a transaction happen.
Word.
Shout out to him.
He's
Put
like,
that
man, I
name
gotta
in
get money
the
with that dude right there. I gotta get money with that guy, man. Look at that guy.
Uncle Phil. We got Uncle Phil in the motherfucking building.
Oh shit.
Shout out to him. Happy New Year, Phil. On God. He said, "What do my fellow Long Beach?" Oh yeah, my fam. Okay, that man threw it out there. My Long Beach bro. What's going on? Shit. Shout out to my Cali niggas, man. Don't get it twisted. I respect all my Cali people. I respect people all over, but I got a special respect for my peoples from the land. Even
Yeah.
DT, him too. He from the land, so it's a different kind of respect. I mean, that
Yeah.
Cali love, they know what it is.
Shout out to everybody in San Diego. That's where I reside. I live, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So yeah, man.
Oh shit. You deal about this some
So,
years.
yeah,
Chin smoke. Yes, sir. But like I said, man, when I first started this live, man, big ups to y'all, man, and y'all that's catching the playback and in the live chat. It's 2021, man, and you still here. That means something. That means something. So, you know, we here to keep leading the way, man. You know, be positive and try to just learn from 2020. You know what I'm saying?
if,
Because
so
I know I
so
lost.
so what's up with Wilder Black? Because I haven't been keeping up with him. You know what I mean? I really, honestly, I haven't been keeping up with the bullshit.
Well, it's
With
just,
the Wilder situation. What's going on, man?
I mean, actually, just like the image, he's just been down.
Yeah,
He's just like, Stavern down, Deontay Wilder down, Is he gonna ever get up? We don't know. He might be leaning back for the rest of his career. We don't know, bro. He might just be falling back for the rest of his career. It might be it. Or he might come back with a vengeance, but he gotta get off his ass. He gotta
yeah,
get off
man.
his
I
ass,
mean,
man.
because people talking about he need to come up and fight Usyk and stuff like that. Like, is he gonna duck Usyk? You gonna fight him or what's? I mean, that'd be a good fight, man. I'd like to see that fight, man. You know?
You'll see. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I want to just see him back to see how he, looks in his after his first loss, getting back in there. You know, that's important, man. Some people don't look the same coming off their first loss. Winning that many fights and being the most dominant, you know, heavyweight, 10 consecutive defenses and a right hand from Alabama to knock anybody cold, sleep, and then all of a sudden dethroned. That whole
Does he
journey, that
come?
whole mission just stopped in its tracks.
Does he come back to the new division, the Bridgerweight division, and be the undisputed Bridgerweight champion of the world?
This man said the undisputed Bridgerweight. He might, man. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past it. He might, dog, because he want to make sure he can win. The last thing he wants is to be embarrassed like that again on live. You know what I mean? That's the thing about it, man. That's what's, Dylan White, Wilder, all them guys that talk that shit when they seen like somebody else get knocked out in their division, like when they saw AJ get knocked out and they was clowning. Okay. All we had to do was wait a little while. Your turn, nigga. Batter up. Batter up, nigga. Your turn too, nigga. Your people too. So
Oh,
that's
shit.
how that shit went, dog. Y'all, you roasted them, and now it's your turn to get that roast, man. Everybody get cook well done on this side. Equal opportunity, right?
That's
Fuck it.
it.
Why discriminate, man? I don't care what guy you could be off white and you can get roasted, or you could be goddamn um, you could be burgundy, you get roasted. It don't matter to me. It don't matter, man.
Yeah,
Just
man.
entertainment though. Niggas be too sensitive on YouTube. Stavern Joyce loss doesn't look so bad now. Oh, Stavern's Joyce loss doesn't look so bad now. That's what he's saying. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I was like shocked Joyce couldn't get Stavern out of there earlier though. I was like, damn, this dude should have been out of here. But I think them dreads and shit be kind of helping him survive a little bit. He could get hit on top of that head, and the dreads be just bouncing the sweat and everything. But the duct tape be keeping this shit, from going unconscious, like with the CTE or something. What you think, Phil?
Man, what's up? What's up, man?
What's
Y'all
going
boys
on,
tripping, man. Look, man. Look, man. I'm not gonna lie to you, man. This whole Deontay Wilder fiasco, man. I am so, man. I'm tired of hearing about it, man. These cats is I'm gonna let these cats keep going hard, man, because you know what I'm saying.
they still
They
going hard for
obviously,
him, dude?
man, they still going hard for him. Obviously, these boys really ain't got nothing to do. You know what I'm saying? But go hard for Deontay Wilder. It's like they don't know no other fighter in boxing. You know what I'm saying? So, man, people comfortable with talking about what they know about. So I'm gonna let these cats that keep on talking about this, man. I'm gonna let them keep doing that, man. It's got
Yeah.
to a point to where it's comical to me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just keep laughing, man. It's 2021. I'm trying to be on a good note, and you know what I'm saying? Man, I'm gonna let these people. That's their lane. So I'm gonna let them stay in their lane, bro. That's just the way I feel about
And I respect that. Like people got their lane. I just let people be in their lane. You gotta know what lane you in and just, stick to your lane and not jump into other traffics and shit and get intercepting somebody else shit. So if people want to still, go hard for him out here, like you saying, hey, you know, what's his next move? That's what I want to know. And Ulis Game said in the chat, has Wilder changed his camp outside of getting rid of Breland? I don't know. I saw that with the Malik Scott shit. I was like, man, what the fuck is this shit, bro? This is some different shit right here. And it just started getting worse and worse. So it's like one of them Netflix series. It's just like, okay, man, it's after like the fifth episode, this shit getting worse, bro. Like, okay, I'm good. You know. Yeah, I just tuned the whole series. I just stopped watching the whole series of Deontay Wilder. But it's good content to use as an example to go into 2021. What do we need to change? Because that shit didn't work. And if I'm him, don't ever fight in February. Ever in life, my nigga. Don't do it again. Do September or November, like Wyclef's saying and shit. Till November. Wait till November. Don't do February no more. Like he's been expelled, you know, from doing any February events, in my opinion. Taka,
Yeah,
what's going on, bro?
I'm gonna tell you what I'm hoping for, man. I'm hoping that Luis Ortiz and Dylan White get it on in February. I heard, it seemed like they was talking about it. It was mentioned. Louis Ortiz is one of my favorite fighters. You dig what I'm saying?
Louis
I
Ortiz?
love it.
Louis Ortiz?
Yeah, I'd love to see him fight against Dillian White. You know what I'm saying? It'll be
Yeah.
bad if Dillian White get slept by two old men though. That ain't gonna look good at
That'd be
all.
fucked up.
That
He
ain't
gotta
gonna
be
look good at
tired,
all.
man.
He gets
His
slept by
kryptonite would
two
be
seniors.
old niggas. Like if you old, all the old niggas be coming for him after that shit. Like damn, all
You
these
know what I'm
senior
saying?
citizens calling this man out, bro.
Man, I wouldn't mind seeing that, man. You know what I'm saying? I want to see, I would like to see Ortiz fight as many of the top guys as he can before he get up out of here. You know what I'm
Nah,
saying?
he
'Cause let's be honest, we don't know how much more longer he's gonna be fighting. You know what I'm
he
saying?
already
So,
he already 62, so hey, he might got 2 more years in him. Gonna be 64, retire. Shout out to
so
Louis Ortiz, man.
that's my guy though.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
man.
I was a fan of him before I was a fan of Wilder. I was like, man, this motherfucker, he a bad motherfucker. He'll beat your ass, beat on his chest, jump on top of the ropes, and it be a wrap quick. Like I was watching that nigga every fight almost, and then that was the most nervous I had been for really for both of them when Wilder and Ortiz fought. I was like, damn, I don't know who gonna win this shit. Like,
And I gotta agree with Phil, man. With these cats, being stuck on Wilder, man. Like you got prospects like up and comers, contenders. You got Jared Anderson, Big Baby Anderson. I mean, guys need to start following him a lot more, man.
oh
You got
yeah,
to see, he actually got some real technical skills in there. I think he's going to be very dangerous. The next couple fights you're going to see 2021, man. Watch out for Jared Anderson, man. He's really going to make some noise this year, man. And Michael Hunter too, man. Michael Hunter's coming for all them top guys, man. He got to, people think, his draw with Povetkin with, that that wasn't exposing anything. You see what Povetkin still can do at the age of 40 years old or whatever. That wasn't
mm,
no, he's not a washed up guy. Povetkin's always been in top shape, and he could box his ass off. Never mind the power he has, he could box his ass off, and he went, and Hunter, went with him 12 rounds, and it was a draw, and subsequently there was no rematch. There should have been a rematch, and look out for that, too. It might be a rematch. Who knows? You know what I
Yeah,
mean? But
Hunter. I like Hunter, man. I mean, at the end of the day, um, he's kind of one of those guys that's kind of up underneath the radar. I don't know if he'll ever be like a champion, but he's kind of one of those guys that you got to keep your eye on him because at this point he only can get better. He fought against, let's say, he fought against Povetkin, Drew Povetkin. He's hungry. He ain't ducking nothing.
mm,
So I mean, at the end of the day, who knows what might happen? Because I mean, to be real with you, you know, I think he can beat Dillian White. If you really want me to be just quite blunt with you, I mean, Dillian White to me for a while now, to me, he was on borrowed time, man. He was progressively getting overweight. He was getting out of shape. His fights were getting closer and closer. I mean, you only can go so long on borrowed time. Povetkin was the guy that got him first. You know what I'm saying? It ain't like his ass didn't get stopped by AJ already. So I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't know. What I'm saying is, if Dillian White can make a lane for himself, I don't see why Hunter can't do the same thing. You understand what I'm saying? Just maybe one of those fighters that's not going to be a champion, but always going to be in the mix.
Yeah, definitely,
Yeah,
man. I agree.
okay. Yeah. Hey, I seen this comment in the chat. I actually want to see that in 2021 this year, man. Wilder versus Dylan White. I think that's like with them both coming off a loss. That'll be good for them to come back and just see if Wilder can just get White out of there, or if White gonna just finish Wilder, finish him off. I would love to see that fight though. I would love to see that fight. What y'all think about that one?
I think it'd be a good fight, man. I think it'd be exciting while it lasts, but somebody's gonna get knocked out. You know,
Oh,
somebody's
that's
definitely
why
gonna
I
get.
like that fight, because somebody gonna get slapped.
I'll be honest with
Somebody
you, man.
get
I
slapped.
think I think Dillian White is tailor made for Wilder.
I still
I
want to
mean,
see
look,
it.
at the end of the day, man, Deontay Wilder, the way he fights is kind of, in a sense, he wants to kind of line you up so he can lay in that right hand. I just think defensively, Dillian White leaves too many opportunities, too many opens for somebody to hit him with a big shot. So I think at some given point during that fight, if Deontay Wilder doesn't get hit first, he will line Dillian White up. I mean, he just he's too bad on defense. He's too clumsy. He's too slow. I'm not saying he's not a good fighter. He's been super duper effective against some pretty good guys. I mean, but as you can see against Povetkin, he got countered and he got slept. Like, I don't see it being no different against Deontay Wilder. I just don't. And plus, Deontay Wilder is much more athletic, more agile than Povetkin is. People can criticize his boxing skills because at the end of the day, he cannot box, but he does have a way of lining guys up. I will give him that.
Tahaga said Wilder needs White. I mean, he don't need him, but I think that's a big fight. Like, a lot of people will watch it. I think especially if we come to the UK, do it out there. I think that'll be a big ass fight. I would love to see it. It'll be a good comeback fight for Deontay, and a good way to see Dylan White if he can bounce back from that Povetkin uppercut. That shit was vicious. Wilder versus White for me is extremely exciting. Yeah, man, that's an exciting fight. Like, that would be a good ass fight for this year.
I
I
watched
like
the
that fight.
Zone top 10 highlights, and Dillian White Povetkin was definitely number one.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
on YouTube if you hadn't seen it. It was nasty.
Just
Jesus
one,
Christ, man. That boy went to sleep instantaneously, cuz it
his
was
whole
bad.
feet. When his feet came down, he started snoring. Exception to the top two, Dillian's the payday. Yeah, that's a good payday for Wilder coming back. I mean, Wilder. I guess they said he mentioned that Dylan White is on the list, on his list, his hit list or whatever.
Oh, shit,
Why
here we go
not?
with this nigga shit.
Why not do it? Walk it like
It's
you
fun.
talking, bro.
It's
Fuck it.
funny how once these niggas take that L, all of a sudden they got a goddamn hit list.
All of a sudden they got a hit list, right?
Yeah,
Right.
like
That's
what
true,
the
bro.
fuck?
The hit list stopped when they be get the belt and shit. That's what I hate, man. I'm like,
Now
what
the
happened
hit
to the?
list start once they lose that. Oh,
Yeah, but no, some of them when they get that belt, they look. I mean, not they hit list. No, you're right, but it more like their the free smoke shit be out the window. They start talking about like, oh, you a boring fighter, or you don't make enough money, or and they
too
said that
small.
they too small, right? Shit like that. What the fuck y'all talking about, man? Weak shit. But
Yeah, I mean, boys start feeling themselves once they get that belt, man. You know what I'm saying? It's different when you out here. You know, when you're sitting here and you're looking up these cats that these cats got these belts, and you want to get in that position. You know what I'm saying? You call it for all the smoke, but then once you get in that position, now you understand why these guys moving the way that they moving. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
mhm.
it's just, I don't know why it's few fighters that get in a position and they still want that same action as before they got the belt. But at the end of the day, man, boys be talking that shit, but then when they get that strap, man, they be all cap, and that's a lot of these cats in boxing, man.
Yeah, should be crazy, but it's still something that when they get them belts, they still want it. Like I fuck with Jamel, I fuck with AJ, I fuck with Bud Crawford. It's certain ones, man. They didn't touch multiple belts and they still want all the smoke. They ain't got it. They don't be trying to switch up. They trying to fight any and everything moving in their division.
Go to one, grab another set of straps.
Say again, bro.
Nah, I said you got little ass young boy Tiafimo trying to go up to 140 after this Ramirez Taylor shit and try to grab belts up there.
Yeah.
I mean, look,
So
I'm gonna be real with you. I think Ramirez is probably gonna end up moving up to 147 because at the end of the day,
gonna get bodied.
Top rank is starving for top guys at that weight class. You understand what I'm saying? So I think Ramirez is probably gonna move up. Tio can move up to 140 pounds. I don't know how effective he's gonna be. I mean, at the end of the day, you
He'll
still
be
got a lot
good.
of work to do at 35. I mean, I don't believe in that leaving stones uh unturned. You see what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of stones he need to turn over at 35 before he decides to go up to 40. You only beat one guy, Lomachenko, who really shouldn't have been at
But
35
he
in the first
but
place.
but but hold up, he beat the guy though at 135. Really? Like he was the
Uh,
most
I don't know if he was the guy at 35.
Lomachenko?
I
Paper.
mean, the truth of the matter is Lomachenko has struggled at 135. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he's
Still
been
had all the
effective and
belts.
he's
Hey,
been
he
winning,
beat
but he wasn't as effective as a fighter at 35 as he was at 30. I mean, that's just the truth. Now,
yeah,
if
yeah.
you want to say he was the guy because he was pound and all this other kind of stuff, yeah, that's cool. But at the end of the
He
day,
had three of the straps. He had
He
three
had
straps.
he had most of the straps.
He had three belts. He was at the top. He only needed one more. And Tiafimo said, "No, sir, not getting it."
I mean, but yeah, I still would consider him to be the guy. You know what
I
I'm saying?
mean, who can you say is above that guy who got more belts than everybody? Like
Well, I'm not trying to.
who's
I'm not
above Jamel Charlo at 154? Who's above Errol Spence right now at 147? He's the guy.
well, look, this is what I'm saying right here. So to me, personally, having these straps doesn't make you the guy.
He
I
beat
mean,
the
it
most
does.
champs at that weight class. He beat more, you
but
know.
but in my opinion, I'm not disputing your strap. If you think the straps make you the guy, that's you. But for me, just because you have the straps, don't necessarily mean that you're the guy. You can only have one. Okay, prime example. Earl Smith Jr. has two straps. Bud Crawford
Mhm.
has one. But is Earl better than Bud? Is he the
No, but
guy?
he's the
That
guy
just
at
means
47 though, because
that
he's
just
done
means
more.
you
He's a
see.
comp. He's beat more top
Nah,
guys
so to me, it's a difference in being the guy and
with
being
belts.
ranked the number one in your division. Now you can be ranked number one in your division, but that doesn't necessarily, to me, in my eyes, mean that you're the guy. That just means you have more hardware. You may have more achievements than the next guy, but that
So
doesn't make you the best guy in the division.
minus Tiafimo, who beat Lomachenko. Who was above Lomachenko in your eyes at 135 before
Well,
he lost
I'm,
to
I'm, I'm,
Lopez?
I'm on wax saying that in 135 pounds, I don't really have nobody being the guy. I think at this point in time, at this tenure, it's a lot of unanswered questions at 135 pounds.
It's just
And
hard for me to
that's the
if
way
a
I feel.
dude got three belts for me to be like, okay, he wasn't the guy before he got beat. I think everybody it was pretty
Again,
much
again, again,
majority.
bruh, you clearly not listening to me. I
I'm hearing
understand
you.
that he was the guy with three belts. That to me, obviously, the three belts didn't mean he was better than Lopez. That's my point. Just because he had the three straps didn't mean he was
But
better than
I
Lopez.
asked you who was the top guy in that 135. You said nobody to you. So I'm like, okay, well,
Nah,
that's just
I don't. Yeah, I don't think nobody's really stood out amongst the other one. You understand what I'm saying? Now you can have the hardware, but that don't mean to me you got the skill for me to finally come out and say, okay, you're the best guy at 135. You can move up to 140.
who's the guy at 68? Who's the guy at 168?
Canelo,
He got two belts.
Canelo,
He's yeah.
Canelo's the guy at 168
I think it is in
because
any weight class.
because
People gonna
because
look at
not because of the straps though. If Canelo didn't have no straps, okay,
Is AJ the guy at heavyweight?
And if he didn't have no straps and he fought somebody at 68 for a secondary title, which he has done that, okay, he still was the guy to me at 68 with no straps because he's just better than everybody. To me, when you talk about being
Right.
the guy,
He's pound for
it's
pound better
not
than everybody.
determined by the
Got you.
straps.
So it's determined by the resume, then, what you're saying, right? Who he
No,
beat.
I mean,
I mean, those guys.
of course, it's determined by it could be resume, it could be the eye test, it could be just how you dominate the opponents that you fought. You know what I'm saying? It could be a
No,
number of different.
I don't believe in eye tests now. It's,
Yeah. I
it's
think this is what you
it's shit.
accomplished, man.
What he accomplished at the division? You know what I'm
At the
saying? What
division.
guys did he
That
fight, and
makes you
what
the guy
and
at that
So,
division at that time.
who and those opponents?
I
Who did they
mean,
fight? You know
if
what I'm
if
saying?
if 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 you guys see again, it's a disconnect. You guys are trying to go with a back and forth with me. If you're saying he's the guy because he has the straps, then that's your opinion. I agree. That
It's
strap,
not a back and forth. We're having a
I
discussion
think,
on who's
yeah,
what.
no, but
What
what
I'm trying
I'm
to
saying is this
unpack.
right here.
We're trying to unpack
We
what
just trying to get some clarity from you on, well, if
clarity.
you
Clarity.
I
disagree
mean,
with
but
him
y'all
being
not.
the guy,
Not
who
the,
Hey,
was
so
the
hold
not
on.
guy?
the resume. You're
I'm
saying
finna.
that
So
the
hold
eye
on.
test.
So listen to me right here. I
I
say
don't
it
know.
could be a number. You're sticking to the eye test, but I said it could be a number of things. I clearly said that. It could be resume. It could be how you dominate your opponents. It could be the eye test. I said all three of those things, but if you want to stick to eye test, that's fine. But at the end of the day, this is what I'm trying to explain to you. Okay? If prime example, if Canelo decides to move down to 160 pounds, all right, if he decides to move down to 160 pounds,
He
is
just
he the
vacated
guy?
his belt.
No, I got you. But exactly. So he don't have no straps at 160, right?
Not no more.
Not no more. Is he the guy once he moves back down?
No, he got to be so. He got to be the champ. He got to defeat somebody to be the guy
Oh man, yo. So he's not the best
at the
guy.
division. If he's not fighting at the division, how's he the guy at the division? How can I
I'm,
say I'm the guy at 54 and I don't even fight there?
if he listen to me, if he moves back down to 160, listen to me. I'm gonna say it slow. If he moves back down to 160, although he doesn't have any straps, do you consider him to be the best 160-pound fighter? That's my
I think
question
he's
for you.
he's you know everybody expect him to win. He's the most skilled top pound for pound guy, of course, but that don't mean that he's considered the top guy at the division until he had to fight Callum Smith to be considered the top guy, correct?
At 68.
He had to fight somebody. He can just be like, okay, I'm here now, so give me every belt, I'm the guy. No, he had to fight somebody. He had to beat somebody.
Okay, man.
So
Clearly, you're not understanding what I'm saying, but I got you, man.
no,
I'm
I
not
hear
gonna.
you. I hear you. You saying that he can go to 160 and he gonna be considered the guy. Yeah, you can say that, but he still gotta fight somebody. He still gotta beat a champ
Yeah,
or
exactly. He
beat
still got to
probably the
fight
best.
somebody.
Yeah.
But this is my point. Saying that you have the
I gotta
strap.
beat the
Okay, like
best guy
prime
there.
example, Floyd Mayweather, right? Floyd Mayweather
Mm,
fluctuated from 147 all the way up to 154. No matter which one he fought at, no matter he dropped straps left and right, everybody knows his career. It
yeah.
it didn't. He was the guy. As long as he was fighting in either one of those divisions, he was the best guy in the division, whether he had the straps or he didn't. Would you not
But
agree?
he still had to go up like when he went to like when he fought Cotto, what was it at 54?
He fought
He
Cotto
wasn't
at
the
It was
guy
50.
at
at
55.
54,
I think it was at 55, right? 155.
55 or some
Catch
shit.
me.
No,
It
no,
was
he
at
Yeah.
fought him at 54. He fought him at
54.
54.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just for him to get that stake at 154, 155. He had to fight certain fights to be able to be considered. Okay, I'm the guy. You know what I mean? It's you can say yeah. We know that when you a top pound for pound guy, we know like look, I expect him to win this fight, but you still got to prove that you are the best at that weight class. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
but see, and that's the difference. And that's what I'm saying right here, right? So you expected to win. So I'm saying you could not have the straps and still be better. I mean, Lopez just proved that with the
right.
Lomachenko.
And I'm not disputing that part, saying that, you know,
Exactly. That's what I'm
just
saying.
because he don't have the belts don't mean that he's not better. I'm only saying that usually, say like Canelo, when he goes to a weight class, he's going after the guy of that weight class. He went after Callum Smith. Everybody pretty much, besides Benavidez who lost his shit, Callum Smith was pretty much the guy, right? The next best guy
It depends on who
considered
you're
at
talking about.
168.
Yeah,
So Canelo fought him, beat him. Now Canelo's considered the best at 168.
yeah.
That's how that
But
went.
he was,
I mean, this dude
yeah,
won the
he was,
fucking
he was.
World by
I
Super
mean, but
Series.
yeah. He got the straps, and that solidified him. But
And
to
that's
me,
the hardware come with that.
but that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying. So solidifying yourself is nothing but getting the straps to say that okay, now I got the hardware to say that I'm the best. I mean,
right,
when he moved up to the division, I says nobody's gonna be able to beat him. I mean,
right,
you see what I'm saying? Like I
right.
still think he was the best fighter, although he didn't have the hardware. Okay, I
Mhm,
mean that's why whenever he moves up that's why when he moved up to fight Callum Smith, he was the A side, although he had no straps. You know what I'm saying? He still was
right,
A side because I mean
right.
at the end of the day, he's the highlighted fighter. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm. Yeah, so I'm not disputing that A side and him being the
Yeah.
top. Yeah, he gonna be A side over anybody. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I feel you on that. But like I say, we started off on a conversation with Lomachenko because you said you kind of like had a disagreement with him not being the guy. And I was making my point that how was he not the guy before he fought Tiafimo? Who did you feel was the guy then? And you didn't come up with a response. So I was like, okay, well, that was just my
Oh,
opinion. I
wow,
feel
my deal is just right here. Lomachenko had the hardware, but I never felt as though Lomachenko was going to have longevity at 135.
you
I
know,
thought he was on borrowed time. The fight
yeah.
against Lopez, a lot of people picked Lopez to win that fight. A
But
lot
I'll
of
tell you
people
like
called
this.
that fight a 50-50 fight.
This how I really
So
counter that though. If he wasn't the guy, Tiafimo wouldn't be the guy right now. You know what I'm saying? Because
okay.
Tiafimo considered the guy at 135. He had to beat
God
Lomachenko to
damn.
get that.
Hello?
So
Yeah.
said something about 168 to be his prime, but we are not understanding. I'm sure vacated a week
Huh?
ago. Yeah, shout out to Rascal. I saw his video. He was the one that was talking about it. So shout out to him.
What?
You might have to mute Phil. I bet you bet on Campbell to win. Oh, you talking about Charles. Canelo, I think, has the best 160-pound resume at that weight class at the moment. So if he drops down, I can see him being considered the best with no belts. Right. He gonna be considered the best. He considered the best between 160 175, probably up to cruiserweight and shit. But still, that you still have to solidify that. That hardware solidifies you as the best when you go out there and you fighting other top champs at the top of the weight class. You know, whoever's there at that time. And I don't get into the oh well, look at the competition, woo, 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 at the time. If somebody was able to unify and do it, that's who was at the top at the time when they was fighting. You know what I'm saying? So people dislike Crawford at 140. Well, hey, those are the guys who had the belt. Who was at the top when he was at the division. So you made yourself the guy by beating all those other guys. We got 1-2 in the building.
Going on, Black? What's going on, everybody? Happy New Year.
Happy
what's
New
up,
Year,
brother?
family. What's up, LeRon in the chat? But yeah, man. So we were just like, low key, just talking. Oh, feel back, still muted. Um, I was just kind of bringing up. We had like a little bit of a debate, kind of like I was saying that Lomachenko was considered the guy at 35 before Lopez dethroned him, and I'm like, well, if Lomachenko wasn't the guy at 35, who was? You know what I mean? That's how.
That's a good point. That's a good point, though. I mean,
I'm like,
he had
and
the
my last
titles.
point, and he had the belts, and my last point was Teofimo had to beat him to be considered the guy. You know what I mean? So, hey, I mean, he was a guy to me.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah, that's cool. You could think he was the guy, but at the end of the day, he did have the hardware. But at the same time, I'm just expressing that I felt as though one of these young guys were going to beat Lomachenko pretty soon. I mean,
Yeah,
any one of these young guys could have beat Lomachenko coming up here pretty soon, and that's just the way I feel about it. So
yeah,
again,
that's
just
fair.
like
And
I
you
feel
know
like
what? And not
about
only did you feel
135.
about, not
I
only
mean, I
did
think
you
it's
feel
just
that way
it's an
about
open
it,
division.
1-2
I
Kid
mean,
Charles. A lot of people was feeling like how you was feeling. I wasn't one of them
I mean,
because I thought Lomachenko was
I
gonna whoop
mean,
his ass.
I mean, because Phil's kind of right because that's why I got my belt like this. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Lomachenko didn't want that smoke with me, so he emailed me my belt, because he'd rather email me and hand over his belt, FedEx the belt,
Got the
rather
bag
than
shit.
face the wrath of the Haney, the dream, turned into nightmare for him. He avoided
That nigga picked this belt up from Kinko's, man.
it.
I mean, I don't know about that, but I don't know why Lomachenko didn't just say hey fight. To be honest with you, I mean, I actually think he could have won that one fairly easy, but I think he should have just went on ahead and fought the guy. But whatever, it's all good.
Yeah.
But I
Rocky,
do
what
think
up, family?
135 is wide open though. 135 is definitely wide open.
Yeah. I think Teofimo gonna get the bag in the next fight. Hopefully. He deserve it. When you unify, man, like fucking go get a bag and hopefully come after that and get the email Kinko's belt. Get that shit too. You know what I'm
But
saying?
Phil, the fucking monster got 16 knockouts all in one round. How am I not the man at 168? I'm the
This man,
man.
this man in fought 16 rounds and 16 fights, 16 KO. That's on me.
It's
Yeah,
on
man.
That's
me.
that's some
You're
crazy
talking
shit.
about Berlanga, right?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Berlanga is a young guy. You know what I'm saying? He need to take his time though. I mean, I
You
think
gotta work on your Spanish and it's Baralanga. How you say it? Baralanga. It's langa,
Langa.
man. There you go.
yeah, I
Baralanga.
think he's
But Berlanga's on that funny shit too now. He got the choker chains, he's flossing all this money he's
Oh,
getting now. He ain't even got a
oh.
belt yet. He ain't even got
hey
a
Don't
man,
belt
say it
I
ain't
yet. He
like
got
cold.
I
a knockout.
like for him to floss though. I mean, you can floss, but at the end of the day, you got to back
Choker
it up.
chain.
You know what I'm saying? You got to back it up.
What's
So
what's your
which is
thoughts, Phil,
stopping
since you
for him.
here, man? Welcome to the flame. Hey, what you feel about these choker chains and anklets, man, out here? You cool with it or
Choker chains and anklets.
no?
Yeah, I
I'm
don't know.
saying how you feel about it? You okay or
What's the anklet? Like, I mean, everybody, do what you gonna do. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for
I'm
me
saying what
personally,
would you do if they gave you choker or anklet? Are you rocking it or
yeah, that ain't really my stilo though. You know
okay?
what I'm saying?
All right. Shout out
Yeah,
to
that
Phil,
ain't,
my nigga.
that ain't my stilo. But I mean, if that's what you rocking, you know what I'm saying? Do you? That's definitely not
My nigga, man.
how I'm popping up on the scene. That's just my opinion, especially with no fucking anklet, man. I mean,
If
come on.
you ever roll up, nigga, and pull your pant leg up, and I see some glistening jewels, bro, hey, I'm sorry, man. It's the last meetup, this last time, bro. But shout out to them, man. Niggas do what they do. 2021, step it up. If Berlanga fight Durrell next, I got. Oh, he gonna fight him? That's a good ass fight for Berlanga.
Nah,
If
it's
he
really
fight
not though.
Andre, yeah, it is. It's a good test.
It's go, yo. He need to. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he need to fight against Rosado. I think that's a better fight for him.
A better fight
Yeah, I think that's a better fight.
than fighting Durrell.
Yeah, because clearly Darrell is better than Rosado without a doubt.
Yeah. Oh,
I
so you
think.
saying he ain't gonna be able to handle that fight?
Yeah, I don't think he'll maybe handle that fight. Not right
Oh,
now.
okay, I got you. I
I
got
think Rosado gonna give him some rounds though. And I think, we all know Rosado, Rosado will try to box you. You know what I'm saying? He don't have a whole bunch of power.
Now,
He's gonna be hard to stop. So he's gonna have to show us a different side of his skill and ability outside of just swinging fiercely and trying to stop everything. He's gonna have to show us that he can jab, that he can box, that he can go more than one round, he can go more than 5 rounds. I think Rosado would be the guy to put him in there with
y'all
that
give
would
me
be
10,
hard
man.
for the
Give
guy
me
to
10.
stop.
So you saying Rosado a little more durable?
Not necessarily durable. I just think that Rosado is going to be somebody that's not going to test him as much as Darrell will.
Oh, I
But it's going
see.
to give him the rounds that he needs to give him. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to put him
Yeah,
in there
yeah,
with too much of somebody that's going to kind of put a stunt in his winning streak. You know what I'm saying? You want to put him there with a
right.
guy like Rosado that he still can keep, can still keep the
Keep
momentum
his
going. So he
confidence.
still
Yeah.
and he can get the rounds. You know what I'm saying? Because he
Mhm.
need to get the rounds, man. We don't even know if this fucking guy can fight 5 rounds. Nobody has a clue.
That's
Nobody
true.
clue this guy can even box. So I think Rosado would be the guy to put him in there because he's not going to have to worry about Rosado stopping. As long
Uh,
as he has a decent chin, I think he'll be all right against Rosado. You see what I'm
Hey,
saying? So,
yeah. I see what you're saying. You just like, as a hardcore, you like, let's stretch it out and see where he at, so you can really gauge. But I gotta
and
admit.
I'm enjoying these knockouts though. I mean, that's a nice little streak he got going on. So I mean, I'm not gonna hate on him, but yeah, I would like to see him go a few more rounds too. I see where you're going with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
without
but
it,
he's
though,
not gonna
man,
last
he
against me though.
definitely stopping boys though. I like that. I like that too though. Don't get it twisted.
He's not listen, he's not gonna stop me, all right? Look at my face. I've been through wars, baby. Philly style, Philly Rican here, baby. All right? I'm gonna stop him in 5 rounds, man. Place your bets. Put $1,000 on me. All right? The Rican Rocky right here, Philly, baby. Y'all know what it is. No choker chain, neck veins all day. Was good.
Neck veins.
I know I got robbed against Danny Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? Turtleneck wearing ass motherfuckers, man. The niggas fake, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm Gabe Rosado. I've been there, done that. Road warrior. I get robbed everywhere I go. Now that you
He
know.
fought. He fought in the circle too, didn't he? He fought in that.
That's right. I fought in the
Remember they was
circle,
trying to
bare
do
knuckle.
that bare knuckle. Yeah, did
Bare
all right
knuckle,
too.
that's right. You know what I'm saying? I'll fight you in a circle. I'll fight you at the dumpsters. You know what I'm saying? On your block. What's good? Let's take it to the dumps, baby. Put $50 on me. Let me stop. Yo, Gabe Rosado's my dude, man. But I think Berlanga probably fucking puts him away. Probably 5 rounds, man. I'm not, I think Rosado will last more than 2 or 3 rounds, but Rosado's getting up there in age, man. He's what? How old is Rosado? He's like what, 35? No, 34?
Yeah, I think so. You're getting up there.
You know. And he's been through wars, man. He done been through some wars, man. But it'll be a good fight. I think it'd be a good fight for Berlanga. But you never know, man. He gave Danny Jacobs everything Danny could handle, but I don't think Danny got it anymore either, though. Danny rather be laid up against some Simmons and shit.
But that's what's so good about boxing, man. It's just like you never know. I mean, you could you could do the eye test, you could calculate all you want, and then someone could just get stopped just like that, boy. That's what makes the sport so interesting, man. You know, that's why I got so much love for the sport. I just enjoy it. I like to see the Warriors get in there and mix it up. That's it. Not more, not less. You know, and see where these guys coming, these young guns coming up right now, hot. You know what I mean? Doing their thing. They got, the momentum on their side right now. Guys get knockouts, pulling out big shit. You got the guys trying to be legends in there, still in there. Legendary fighters like Manny and guys that are trying to become legendary. It's
Yeah,
like
cut
that's the
out.
type of shit that I like to see. You know what I mean? That's the type of shit I like to see.
All right. Oh, you back?
So what y'all think about?
I think the
What y'all think?
Go
What
ahead,
y'all
go ahead,
think
go ahead.
about? Yo, what you think about the Ryan Garcia Campbell fight, y'all?
Shit. You there, Phil? Shit. I don't know. I think Phil cut out. For me, you already did you hear what I said last night or whatever or earlier on Brown and Black Live
Oh yeah,
YouTube?
yep.
I'm going with cool Luke Campbell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me
The
too.
frozen.
I switched up. I switched up
I'm
last
going
minute.
with
Yep.
cool. I'm going with Luke Campbell, 8 rounds. By the eighth.
Yeah.
Um, I think, but we'll see. The thing is, it's based on if Ryan is still not varying up his attack, right? It becomes to where Ryan looks predictable, right? He has a
Mm,
pattern in his attack. I don't think people
mm,
have noticed it yet. Some people have. And
mm,
with Luke Campbell, he has really good timing. He may be slow, he may have trouble with fast hand fighters and stuff, but he has that timing. And we always say it, right? If you know anything about boxing, timing beats speed every time. Every time. Timing timing. Right? You saw that against recently that real good fight with Ayoka and Tanaka that was a day and a
Mm,
half ago, right in Japan.
right.
Okay, spectacular fight. It was touch and go, right?
Mm,
Tanaka was giving it his all in there, right? But Ayoka steady, calm, timed them coming
mm,
in, good counters, stabbed him in the stomach a couple times, then he hitting him with that jab, making him run into that jab. It's kind of like how freaking Kell Brook ran into that riptide jab that Bud
mhm.
was throwing and almost got freaking clearly thrown out the damn ropes. He always went through the damn ropes off a damn well-timed jab. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Luke Campbell has a very well-timed counter jab. He could pull. He could catch a jab. He could
Mm,
shoot. Yes, he does have trouble with fast ball, fast jab fighters, right? Fast hand fighters. And Ryan Garcia is probably, Riri is probably the fastest. He probably got the fastest hands at that weight class. Let's not, let's not be ignorant to the fact that Ryan Garcia has really fast, quick twitch hands. All right.
mm,
And the speed and velocity he throws it is very devastating. You know what I
mm.
mean? Kinetic energy, right?
Right.
Somebody hits you with so fast, so hard. It's surprising. It pops you so fast. It's like, oh shit, what the hell happened? I'm on the floor already. What's going on? You know what I'm
Right.
saying?
My only issue
Um,
with Ryan is that like what we was talking about before. It's like he got the speed, he got the height, he got the range, he got the skills, but does he got that sticky shit to put it all together? You know what I mean? When he needs to, does he got that? You know what I mean? That
the
grit.
grit. You said the
Yeah,
grit.
and I just don't. I don't see it. I haven't seen it yet, so that's why I'm like. I mean, if he
You
does have it, it's good. We're gonna find out in his next fight if he got it or not.
And I think you come up with that because in the professional, rounds, right? The rounds Ryan has fought. I mean, we really haven't. He's faced some adversity, but not we
Hmm.
haven't really seen Ryan get hurt like that. You know what I mean? And Luke Campbell has that ability to hurt Ryan Garcia. Let's just be honest and unbiased about all this, okay? All right, I'm bringing up that
Right.
phrase. Let's be honest and unbiased about it. He has that ability to hurt. Especially with Ryan putting up his damn chin up in the air like he's
Yeah.
smelling bad. He smells something bad. He got his damn nose up in the air so fucking high. This guy, you know what I mean? Tuck your fucking chin in. Tuck your fucking chin in and vary up your fucking blows. That's all I'm saying. Vary up the speed of your jab. Not everything has to be a fastball all the time. Catch, pull, and work on the body. Everything doesn't have to be on the face.
Yeah.
Put water under the bridge. You know what I'm saying? Hit him downstairs. That's how you're gonna slow Luke Campbell down. You know what I'm saying? That's how you're gonna hurt him. He doesn't like it to the body.
Right.
Lomachenko displayed that. He doesn't. Luke Campbell doesn't like it to the body too much.
And he
Okay,
dealing
and
with a dude just as long as him too.
Yeah, man, I gotta agree with y'all on that, man. I mean, this the main thing in the way I see it, man. I think that comment you made about adversity as far as Ryan Garcia is concerned, we hadn't seen him face adversity before, so we don't know how he's going to react. I do think he's a talented fighter, but you want to see these guys get pushed, to and past their threshold. You understand of what we expect from them. So, Luke Campbell is definitely the fighter I think that's gonna push him, and we're gonna see what he's made of. And if he isn't what he claims to be, it's gonna show tomorrow night without a doubt.
yeah, definitely. I think, and even if, right, even if I'm right and Luke Campbell wins, does that, does that make Ryan Garcia, trash, garbage, truck juice, or whatever the hell you want to call it, just a hype job gone bad? No, he's still young. You know what I mean? And he's still gonna have the following. If anything, it'll do he'll do better afterwards because then now he has something to work on, right? He'll do better and it'll improve him. That it's not about keeping your O. You know what I mean? That this is a figment of a weird imagination somebody came up with where somebody loses want, they're and then now their career's over. That's stupid shit. That's just fucking stupidity. Look at my man Gabe Rosado. He got a bunch of losses. He's still in there, still fighting at the top level. Let's face it, he's still fighting up there. He's still one of the top guy, even though they want to call him a stepping stone or a journeyman, right? But he's still, or a gatekeeper, whatever the fuck you want to call it. He's still up there fighting the top guys. No ifs, ands, or buts about it, you know? So it doesn't matter if Ryan Garcia loses tomorrow, he still has that star power because he gained it beforehand. He still got that star power. And I guess, a lot of these guys, yeah, you can have all these wins and all these accolades, but are you promoting yourself? You got to be out there promoting yourself, having your little Instagram, your YouTube channel, you know what I'm saying? Your Twitter or whatever, interacting with the fans, going out there, showing face, doing community service. Community service is not going to the fucking strip club and spending fucking half your earnings at the strip club saying that I did something. Look at me with all my stacks up this fucking stripper's ass and shit, blowing it all, blowing my load and blowing my fucking bank account. No, that is not community service. That's just a disservice to yourself and all the young ones that's watching you, because that's not what this shit is about. Star power and gaining all this money and blowing it on fucking stupid rides and shit. That's not what this shit is about. It's about feeding you and yours and getting up out of the situation that you was in. Just like most of us that watch boxing come from a poor background. All right. South Bronx projects right here. You know what I'm saying? 20 fucking 1 years. You know what I'm saying? Got myself up out of there. All right. So it's about doing good, getting in there and keeping your eye on a prize, which is getting them damn belts and defending those belts everywhere around the world, not just here in the USA. All right. Because that's what a real world champion does. You go out and you freaking travel around and you beat all the giants of all the lands in foreign lands. How they did it back in the day, in the olden days in the Bible, if you want to believe that stuff, right? Or if you don't, it's about going around, showing face worldwide, not just here. The zone's over 200 countries. You know why? Because there's a lot of people that want to watch boxing all over the world at a good price. You know what I'm saying? So there you go. Go ahead, guys. I'm at a loss for words. Is anyone there? Silence.
Yeah,
We back.
I'm
We
here,
back.
man. I was listening. I had my shit on mute. I started talking, but it was like muted. I was just letting you cook, man. Yeah, I get it though. Yeah, they should be taking care of themselves though and making sure everything's on the up and up for the time they do get out of the sport. But while they in the sport, man, you gotta be, I want to see who the top dog is. You know what I mean? Things that we all have about the whole situation, because that's what a lot of the channels is based on. Is everybody got their own opinion about everything, so which is cool. But it's just like, man, who do we know who the top dogs is in these divisions? When guys are just jumping around and guys ain't fighting each other, like that's my whole issue with it. I get the business aspect of it, but at the same time, it's like, man, we losing the essence of the sport, man. Don't you want to be king of the hill? You know,
Yeah.
undisputed, like where you can't dispute, like this dude whip everybody ass or he fight everybody. Like that's what I like, that throwback type of fighter attitude.
Right. Fighting everybody all around the world. Like recently with the exhibition, right, with Tyson and Roy Jones Jr. Does anybody really think here in the US public really a lot of people bought that pay-per-view here in the US? No, that was all around the world. People tend to forget, right, that the latter half of Roy Jones's career was fought where? In Russia, in the Eastern Bloc countries. You know what I'm saying? He fought over there in Europe a lot, even past his prime. Why? Because he put his face out there. He wanted to be known. They love him out there. They love Roy Jones Jr. out there, over there in Russia and all them other places out there. You know what I'm saying? Because he brought those fighters over there recognition, excitement. Those fighters got to fight a legend, a U.S. legend. Okay, and then in turn, now you see the pay-per-views that Tyson and Roy did recently. A lot of those pay-per-view buys was out there too. And that's what I'm saying. Like these guys got to go out there, fight more often. So what if you want to tag these guys as a Euro bum? If he's such a bum, then go bust his ass over there in Europe, where there's a lot more people paying for boxing than there is over here. Okay, people gotta understand that over here. You know, like
That's true.
yesterday, last night, I said, what did I say last night? There's over 2 billion people on YouTube, right? Subscriber base. 167 million are US subscribers here, okay? Now, say there's 25%, okay? 25% are sports fans out of that 167 million subscribers on YouTube. 25%, that's 41 million folks, right? Do you know that just recently the pay-per-view with Danny Garcia and Spence did less than 200 buys? That's not even a percentage of that 25%. That's nothing. There's below a percent. Like, what are we doing here? You guys got to get out the US, get out this mindset that you guys got to, it's all here. No, it's not all here. Boxing is world champion, not US champion. You're not fighting in the Olympics anymore. Okay? It's world champion.
Well, you know what, man? I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's a true and a false statement at the same time. I think you do have a point though. I do think when it comes to buying boxing, I do think it's a large market. You know, everywhere but here, really, if you really want to be honest about it. I mean, just use Dillian White for example, right? This guy's never been a champion, but let's be real. In the UK, he's a pay-per-view star. I mean, that's just the facts. But at the same time, I do think these guys understand that the way boxing has previously been set up and demonstrated over a past time, I think now it's kind of changing because of Eddie Hearn, DAZN, Anthony Joshua. So many people want to see this guy fight. I think he's kind of changing the dynamic of how this thing is working. But traditionally, if you wanted to have that major pay-per-view, you know, you had to take it to Vegas. You understand what I'm saying? I do think once upon a time that was the landscape, and I still think it is the landscape when you talk about certain fighters. But it's a whole fact though, man. I do agree with you to a certain extent, but at the same time, you know, even those guys in the UK will tell you, hey, yeah, you know, the real money's here in the United States. I just depends on what level of boxer you are. I think that has a great deal to do with it.
Yeah, it's always gonna. My thing is, there's always gonna be the money over here in the U.S. The thing is now, the popularity wise, as far as the sport goes, we can all agree that boxing is dead last in the U.S. Let's just face the facts. As far as the money goes, as far as popularity, is just dead last. You know, now recently is a kind of an uptick because of, you know, the pandemic. You know what I mean? It's kind of harder to have whole teams of football players and basketball players doing the same thing, and you know, they try to do it, you know, recently with the bubble and stuff, but we saw the ratings and stuff like that, and it's not really all that you know, palatable for me. You know what I mean? But you know, boxing's doing it, but they're doing it on a scale around the world, which is doable. You know, and recently in Japan, you saw, you know, the numbers in Japan. You know, they doing big numbers out there. You know, it's bigger over there. You know, to say that wasn't an important fight with Ioka and Tanaka, that's just ignorance, man. It's just pure, unadulterated ignorance to
Yeah,
say that.
I don't know who would come out and say that, man. That is just like,
Hey,
I mean, come on,
but
man.
these
People
popular
really saying that though?
certain folks in the YouTube boxing community have said that fight wasn't important, that they didn't care about that fight. You know, in the
That's just
Twitterverse.
ridiculous, man. Look, every year during New Year's, Japan has a card, and every year for at least the past 3 years, that fucking card has been lit. And I'm just gonna say it straight up. Period.
Thank you.
For the past
Thank
three
you.
New Years, that card has been on fire. And that's for anybody who actually pays attention to boxing. And that's just the bottom
On
line.
full.
If you really into this boxing shit, then you'll know them cards over in Japan for the last 3 years have been out of control. And that's just being real, man.
You know. Hey, and you know, Sporting Advantage, you know, he said, you know, actual facts is 100% correct. Boxing claimed the #2 spot on searches since last February. Listen, I do the analytics, man. I'm a very analytical guy. I'm into finance and stuff like that, and I've balanced a lot of millions of dollars in my day. I don't do that stuff anymore, but I'm more into farming and stuff, and that thing. I like being in the yard and doing my thing in the farm and growing my own food. But once upon a time, I'm very analytical with numbers, and I do my research. And right now, boxing is coming back. The fighting game, fight sports, right? The MMA, boxing, whatever you call it, kickboxing. It's really, really getting on the rise. And I think boxing has the opportunity now, as a whole, if they can get it together with the belts, with the testing, because people want clean, honest sports, right? They don't want this cheating shit. They don't want the Armstrongs coming out saying, damn, he's a pet cheat. They don't want the Barry Bonds coming out, oh, damn, I was a pet cheat. It's like people don't want fake shit like that. They want the realness, right? And the realness is these guys got to clean up the sport. These guys got to legitimize the right belts, okay? Holding these sanctioning bodies accountable for the crazy, idiotic stupidity and money grabs that they do, okay? With these fake belts, these fake titles that really nobody cares about. Okay, you can have a super belt, a diamond belt, a platinum belt, a bronze belt. Nobody cares about those belts except the real belt. Maybe you have an interim belt or a regular belt and a super belt. I don't want to see no uh you know interim to an interim belt or a silver platinum belt, right? A franchise belt or status or whatever. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants that. We want a legit belt with legit rankings that aren't bought, rankings that are, that make sense, that are, they've looked at, analysts have looked at it, and they're ranked properly. These fighters are ranked properly. None of this made up shit. Because we all know that some of these rankings are being bought. There's no freaking way. There's no way. You can't tell me that some of these rankings aren't bought. It's just corrupt shit that's going on, and people are tired of it. The regular casual boxing fan is gonna be like, "Well, who got the belt? But that guy got a belt, and this guy got this kind of belt. Well, who's the real champion?" You know what I mean? It's a confusion, and boxing has to it's like a ball of a tangled up yarn that has to, it gotta untangle itself and make it all right, and clear and clean and transparent, because it's been a wild west for way too long. There's been too much mystery on these on the rankings and the belts, and we have to come to an understanding of what is going on, right? There's no reason why this shit on BoxRec and all these other things shouldn't be updated on a continuous basis. These fighters, they need to be fighting at least 4 times a year. If you're a popular fighter, right? If you have a belt, if you're a belt holder, you need to be fighting at least 4 times a year. Why? So your name and your face could be out there. So people could know, hey, he's the world champion. Where's he going to fight next? Oh, he's going to fight the champion New Zealand. Oh, is he going to fly over there? Is he going to make way over there? You guys got to go out there, right? If you guys got the funds, if you got the scratch, you should be fighting over there in those lands where people could see your face. And oh wow, he beat our champion. He beat our Olympic champion here on our own soil. Well, we gotta get that back, or we gotta raise somebody else to maybe beat him, in the next couple years. Stuff like that. That's how you do it, man. That's how you get world recognition. The Thriller in Manila was advertised because it was out there, and they did it in Manila. They did it out there in Africa, in different countries in Africa back in the day. That stuff needs to happen again. It's not just here in the US and just Vegas. Vegas should be like the last stop, right? That should be like the Super Bowl fight, the winner take all, the undisputed match should happen. No shit in Vegas, right? I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, but it should happen in Vegas. Why? Because that's the most money, right? But until then, if you're not fighting for the undisputed or whatever, if it's just some regular damn championship, you shouldn't be fighting in Vegas. You should be fighting somewhere where they like boxing, and you're gonna get the most views for that kind of match. You know, there's no reason
And
why Spence and Garcia should have been a pay-per-view fight. Back in the day, that was a regular HBO fight. You know what I'm saying? That was a regular Showtime fight. You know, back in the day, but they made that shit a pay-per-view. That's unheard of. That's ridiculous.
that was a hot Tuesday night fight on USA.
Yeah, Tuesday night. That was a hot Tuesday night fight back in the day. A Thursday night special, some shit. You know, no fucking way, man. But yeah, man.
Yeah, I'd like to see
Uh,
a body that could just call out a lot of the bullshit that's going on. You know what I mean? A governing body that just overlooks all boxing from the promoters to the to say, you know, like putting VADA and stuff, and just basically a team to call out the bullshit when they see it. You know what I mean? And just say, hey, boom, nah, that's bullshit. That ain't happening. You know what I mean? I think that would help the sport a little more so that people can fall in love with the sport again. I think that's why we lost a lot of the fans, because, like what you said, you know, the belts, right? Oh, so they go to a fight randomly. Oh, well, he's the champ. Nah, he's not the champ. Oh no, he's just the regular champ. But then there's another champ. Then there's another sanctioning body. Then there's another set. And they're like, well, wait, why don't they fight? Oh well, because the promotions and the network. Like, ain't nobody trying to. They're like, oh fuck that shit. I don't want to watch this shit. You know what I mean? Like this shit's corny. Like, how you gonna know who the best is?
right.
Case in point. You know what I mean? So, I mean, that's the problem. Like, I'm not. Some people are clamoring for this Canelo and you know, Spence fight. I think it's a cash grab for both of them. I get it. You know what I mean? It's gonna sell, right? But the fact of the matter is, it don't benefit boxing. I don't think. You know what I mean? Of course, it's gonna get money, but like, come on, man. Like, what is Canelo really gaining in legacy fighting a Spence, and what is Spence getting? It's just kind of like it's a throwaway fight, cash grab, man. It's just like, to me, it's like a dud. I probably won't even watch it, to be honest with you, if it does go down. Like, I'm like not even interested. I'm like, what's the point? What's the point? Not that I'm hating on Spence or Canelo, but that's just not a good move. I'm only gonna come down to 160 for this guy. That's like, like I'm like, that's just all the way corny to me. Like, it's like, man, what are you even doing? Like, you at 168 now. He just dropped the W, right? He just dropped the belt at 160, right?
Right. Right.
Canelo, well, which is a good thing. Which is a good thing because now it's up for grabs there. But with the politics and the wishy-washiness of everything, and these fighters saying, I want to be undisputed at this weight class, I want to be undisputed at this weight class, and they just move around, and then you don't see it happen. You know what I mean? And then they just move on to other things, and it's just like, the fighters don't have consistency, the sanctioning bodies don't have consistency. The promoters aren't consistent. They just throwing anything at the fans, like, all right, yeah, you're gonna take this, you're gonna eat it. So that was
Yeah.
like a whole discussion last night. It was like, me myself, I I know I have the power whether I want to watch this or I don't. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't think that the fans even realize that when they tuning into this stuff, they're not gonna give you any uncut anything if you constantly falling for every okadoke that they throw at you and then just say, well, that's just the way it is. Like, I just don't get that, man. I don't get that. That's like you co-signing it. You know what I mean? It's like you got to have some sort of some sort of control over it, some sort of consistency. Like when you brought up the IBO, you made like a fantastic point with the way that they do it, how they go through it. You know what I mean? And here I was, I like, fuck the IBO, because when they still had Canelo as the champion listed, I was like, that's crazy, and he wasn't even the champ. And it's just like, that's the type of horseshit that you deal with in boxing, and it's just kind of fucked up, man. It's just like there's nothing to hold on to. There's no consistency, and that's in a sport that's based on that itself, consistency. Two guys getting in there, two of the best guys in the world, scrapping it up, and that's what you want. You want that Super Bowl fight. You want that, but they just keep throwing it at you and saying it and putting it in front of your face, but it never comes to be. And then when we finally get the shit, it's like, yeah, I'm tired of talking about it. You know what I mean? And that's the fucked up part. You know, it's just like that's what I would like to see. I think boxing would grow. I think the money would be there even more so for the fighters if these guys, put it out there. They put they just put it out there and they dug to be great. You know what I'm saying? And as a fan, I get a lot of criticism for things that I say online about talking about these things, but I'm like, why? Why do you want to criticize me or yourself if just because we want to see the best fighters get in there and we flaming a guy who's not moving correctly? Well, who are you to judge what they do? And it's like, I didn't make him a boxer. I didn't make him that famous. I didn't put him in that predicament. You know what I mean? Like that's what he chose to do, and this is what he does, and this is how I grew up watching fights, what fighters did, and how they handled themselves in the ring and outside of the ring. So
Mhm.
you putting yourself out there for that. You know what I mean? So when these guys come to defend these situations, I just go,
Yeah. Yeah. So, I'm looking at BoxRec right now, man. And again, it doesn't take that long. I don't think it takes that long
you
to
can't be,
you know,
you know,
to
yeah,
update
it's
something.
like an addiction. You addicted
Drop
to
the belt.
watching something, but it's just fucked up.
So Alvarez drops the belt at the WBA belt. They still got him up there. It's not. They should have Ryoto Murata like on the WBA site. They got they up they promoted Ryoto Murata to the super champion for the
So they
WBA.
so they got Canelo still up there.
They have Canelo still up there on BoxRec, but on the
Uh,
WBA site, they've already dropped Canelo and put Ryoto Murata as the super champion, or he should be the super champion. Um, so now that opens up a fight with maybe Andre could unify with Ryoto Murata in Japan. That'd be a big fight. I
yeah,
would, I would like to see that fight. That'd be a good fight.
yeah,
But is that fight gonna happen? Who the fuck
yeah.
knows?
No, right.
It doesn't make
It
sense.
that's where the horse shit come in. You know what I mean? It's like everything's aligned, the stars are aligned to make certain things happen, but then it's like, well, it's there's business to it. There's this to it. It's like, man, the money's there, the crowd's there. What's the holdup? It's just everybody wants in-house. Nobody's trying to share their piece of the pie, even if they get more pie, you know what I mean? Even if they're getting more out of it than just doing it themselves. They just don't want to put their brand next to this brand. And it's like, that's gonna hurt the sport. Like, is that what it's gonna be from now on, or is boxing just gonna be split up into just these networks fighting, just these networks, just these promoters fighting, having their own fighters fight, where they're never gonna cross, like like two football leagues. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just crazy, man. We never gonna get a Super Bowl. It's just corny. It's corny to me.
Yeah, so the WBA has Ryoto Murata as the champion, and then the number one. So the interim champ is Chris Eubank, because he beat my man. Well, it was a fluke. Y'all know that was a fluke. He beat my man Korobov. Before Korobov was injured, right, for that fight. But he's the interim champion. So there you go. It should be a Chris Eubank versus Ryoto Murata, maybe. But will they make that fight? Probably not.
yo,
Medea,
did, yo,
Medea, Magmed
it,
Medea is number two. Number two. Are
it,
they going to make that fight? Probably
yeah.
not.
hmm You see
We're
what
talking
Sporting put on there, Angel? He said, would you leave a woman or a man, but she or he still says in a relationship? Talk about the belt.
Yeah, yeah.
The Canelo drop.
You know,
That's just
Sergio
funny, man.
Sergio Martinez is ranked number 5 in the WBA.
That's crazy. That's crazy. How many fights he had since he been back? One or two?
I
Did he
think
have?
he's had 2 already.
Damn. Damn. So he putting in that work, man. He putting
They
in that
got
work.
Zarafa at number 8, so they fucking around have Zarafa fight Murata. You know
I hope
that'll
his
be a
knees is all right.
yeah, but that'll be a big fight. It'll be it wouldn't be a tune-up. But I mean, Zarafa's pretty the tough kid. But I mean, I think I got Murata winning that fight. But they'll probably have that fight go on instead of Murata defending against the Eubanks or Madiev, or even who's this Monroe. They got Carlos Lindsay Monroe at number 3.
Oh shit. Light
So
middle. Yeah. Yeah. Some good
Ronald
fights that could be made.
Ronald Ellis, the other guy that beat my boy Korobov recently, to a fluke because Korobov got injured. Is Ronald Ellis, he's at 11. So maybe they won't. They won't even have that guy fight Murata. But yeah, maybe a Zarafa versus Murata, probably in Japan. You know, uh, Australia versus Japan right there, and that'll be a big fight. That'll get him some scratch out there in Japan or in Australia. It'll be a big fight, and that WBA will probably have that fight go on for Murata. I don't think they'll probably keep him away from Eubanks. Maybe, I don't know. I'm just saying. Theorizing here for what the WBA would do, because these guys are the sanctioning body. They're in it for the money. They
Yeah.
want that money. So whatever
Yep.
can generate the most. There's more of a fan following for Michael Zarafa than there is a damn Chris Eubank. Let's just be honest. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
It, it just is. Zarafa's bigger in Australia than Eubanks is in England. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Sad to say that, and that's sad to
Mhm.
say. Nobody really knows Chris Eubanks out here in the USA. Or they're not really feeling it because he's a Brit. Okay.
Right. Right. Yeah. That goes to that too. I mean, I could care less what a fighter is, man. How he looks or where he's from. If he putting on a good show, of course I'm gonna be rooting for my team and my side. But at the same time, it's like, man, good fighters come all shapes and sizes, man, all shades and colors, and from all different locations and cultures. So I mean, enjoy it, man. Enjoy it. Don't like spoil it for yourself for just disliking somebody for whatever reason you find. I mean, these dudes got skills, man. You know, and that's what the
Yeah.
sport was known for. Is snatching people. I mean, people go into the sport to be, something because they had, scarce opportunities, and the talent showed, and they rose to the occasion, man, and it turned a lot of lives around, man. So shout out to them. Shout out to the sport of boxing, and it's been pretty hot lately. So it's a good thing,
Indeed.
man.
Hey, I appreciate y'all holding it down for me, man. Shit, I was eating dinner and shit. I got to catch my own playback.
Yeah,
For
man.
real.
Self playback gang shit.
My own playback. You see how Roy survived that prime Mike Tyson? Clearly, Eubanks been running in the sand. Hey, man. I didn't really get the deep scoop on Anthony Yard, but did he really sack his trainer, or it's just rumor?
I don't know. To be honest with you, I mean, maybe he got tired of
I
hitting
heard a
just
rumor
the
that Anthony
pads.
Yard got rid of his trainer, so fired him or
To
some shit.
maybe he felt he should start sparring.
Oh shit!
Who knows, man?
He said you got to start sparring next week. He said, man, you out of here. Fuck out of here, dog. You fired. Talking
Got
about
tired of hitting
sparring.
the pads. He
I mean,
probably got tired of the pads. That's all he was doing. He was like, "That's what we do.
right?
We
Throwing
hit the pad."
combinations of that.
I mean, like, man, you gotta do other stuff, man. You gotta have some fire coming back at you every once in a while, so you be prepared for that shit. You know what I mean? It's just like, these dudes. Now all of them going to be tomato cans, man. He took that Kovalev jab. It changed his mind. He's like, "Oh shit, I got to start sparring."
He
Took
said,
that,
"Jab."
took that
The
butt
jab.
jab.
It was like,
Took that butt jab in there. Clearly, almost went out the ring there. But that made him, Mir Khan, want to come out the woodwork, out his little cave, and now he wants to challenge me finally. So let's do it.
He's
Me and
finally
Mir
gonna cash out.
has the fight ran his expiration date? Has the milk spoiled? Has it turned to cheese? We'll see. We'll see. Should it be a free fight? I don't know. We got to talk to Eddie. Sly Eddie Hearn. I know I've done Eddie wrong, and I've been talking to Bob Adam and ESPN a little bit too much, and you see what happened. It didn't go well for me. But I'm trying to cash out finally, and we've been both sparked out by the same guy, Bud the Truth Crawford. You know, Bud the Truth.
Y'all
And,
could promote it too. Call it chocolate brownies and spoiled milk.
mine is spoiled milk and spoiled goat milk, because that's what the Mir Khan drinks. He drinks spoiled goat milk. You know,
Spoiled goat milk.
right?
God damn. Hey man. Hey, who you think got memed the most in 2020? That's a good question.
Shit.
Like who got the flame the worst in 2020?
Probably Dillian White.
Damn.
Probably
Dylan White.
Dylan White?
Yeah,
He
probably Dillian White, man.
Nah, probably
Dylan
Wilder,
White,
dog.
Dylan White, he saw me for a brief moment. He saw the light, and
Oh
he saw
shit.
me, and I said, "No, go back down, my son."
Hey, so
Um,
what kind of stuff did you talk to him about? Like, did you already know you was gonna send him back down, or was he, what
I
happened
told
with
him,
that?
"Listen, me and the Father and the Holy Ghost are not ready to receive you yet. You have to
Oh,
prove
yeah.
yourself some more, and maybe fight Deontay Wilder." I understand Wilder's father is a preacher, but Wilder himself is a false prophet and
Oh
a
shit.
liar, and he likes to twerk and have his um, demonic costumes made by um, man, woman looking things.
Sodom and Gomorrah. Goddamn.
Yes, sodomites, and his suit made by sodomites. And I told him, you know what, Dylan, you must go down there and beat his ass for making you wait longer than me coming back.
For real. That's
You know,
on me.
2,000 days,
Nigga, yellow Beezy
those
voice.
who have waited me for 2,000 years, but having Dylan wait for 1,000 days is just ridiculous.
Yeah,
Redonkulous, man.
that's a fact. And being that AJ and Pulev sent them to you twice, like if did you just say like look man, you can't keep coming up here, man. You gotta defend them uppercuts.
Yes, those uppercuts from hell fire that touched your chin and made you see me is not good. You must defend against that. Throw an elbow, break a forearm. Defend. Shoulder roll. Floyd Mayweather. Give me the gifts. You know, learn from the best.
The vest. The vest. Why do they say vest? They don't say best, they say the vest.
The
Like,
best.
yeah, this shit together. It's a B word, not a B word. But yeah, man. Hey, it's shout out to 1-2 Kid bringing up the uppercut. Uppercut was the punch of 2020, man.
Nice
Yeah, because
man.
uppercut makes your neck look like this. You know what I'm saying? It makes you clench. Make your neck just.
Oh,
Oh shit, my fucking neck, my damn head about to leave my fucking shoulders. Oh, I gotta hold it
hey,
down.
which fight was that though? What fight was
Uh,
that?
this was Gabe Rosado versus shit. I think this was who was this? Shit, I forgot. He's been in so many damn wars.
Yeah.
Whoever it was, he lost it probably.
Yeah, he got robbed.
Probably lost the shit,
He
whatever it
got
was.
robbed with no gun.
Yeah,
He looked
man.
like he felt like he was robbed in that picture right there. Let me zoom in again. Hey man, they robbed me, man. They
It was a
robbed me.
headbutt. Headbutt.
He headbutted me, man. That's why the fight got stopped, man.
You ain't take a point off him. He uppercutted me with his damn in my neck, B.
They always cheat Philly niggas, man. What the fuck, bro?
That's funny, man.
Hey, is Philly still in the motherfucking decline, or is there somebody gonna pull it away for them, man? What the fuck? Hey,
Nah,
where Chris Colbert from?
You got Boots Ennis, man. You know, Chris Colbert. Chris Colbert from New York, I thought, or Jersey.
New York. Is he Jersey? Okay. I'm like, he ain't Philly, huh?
Nah,
Damn,
from
who
New
else
York.
left, man?
Chris Colbert from New York.
Philly been getting knocked off the map, bro.
Yeah, them judges don't like Philly, man. They should slip them some cheesesteaks before they get in the ring, man. Like
My boy Tommy Farmer gonna bring it back for Philly, man. He coming back. He want that JoJo Diaz rematch. You know, he bring it back. That smoke. Look, baby, don't talk about Philly, all right? Listen, even though my son he lost this year, well, last year, but 2021 he's coming back, all right? All right, and fuck the Teofimo Lopez's. The motherfucker still owe me, you know, but it's all good, baby. All right, because Danny is coming back. 2021, we're gonna be all right. You know, Swift Promotions. You already know what it is. Y'all could catch me on IG with my ugly ass sweaters and shit. I wear them, just like Floyd does. I wear them ugly ass Bill Cosby sweaters too, baby.
Yo, this is quiet. I'm seeing Angel Garcia after that loss, man. I hear much of anything.
Oh man, don't do it to Angel.
I lost my voice, you know, because I was yelling at Danny. I was like, Danny, what the come on.
But hold up. You wasn't just yelling at Danny, you was yelling at people in the audience too, man. You got into it with somebody after the fight. I saw it. I heard it. I didn't really see it. I heard it.
Because I told them, you know, I was using the N-word, and you know, they don't like that. You know what I'm saying?
Because you from Philly, you feel like it's a pass.
Really, you know, I'm just a sandblasting nigga. That's all I am. You know, Puerto Rican, we just sandblasting niggas. That's all, baby. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. All right.
Hey, he low key made Keith Thurman, you know, get out his element, boy. I was like, ooh, this nigga Keith Thurman ready to fight Angel out of nowhere.
I mean, Thurman, you know, the pure devil, the Diablo came out of him. My dear brother Noomsy.
Yeah. I was like, that nigga, man, almost lost his ponytail after going after
ponytail. He's going to
ponytail. Then you gonna keep running. Oh shit, he turned into the devil from Golden Child. My dear brother Noomsy.
Yo, the funniest shit is when he told Zach Judy he had a Janet Jackson hat. He was like, "Your Janet Jackson hat."
Fuck out of here, Janet Jackson hat.
Hey, I'll keep it 100 though. Philly niggas be funny though. They comedians, bro. I keep it. Philly niggas hilarious.
Like for real, I got a lot of cousins in Philly. I haven't been to Philly for a long time. Shout out to all my cousins in Philly. Every time I used to go to Philly, I always had a fight with my cousins from Philly. We always fought. It's either they fucking try to take my shoes or some shit, or some grimy shit. Like, let me borrow your sneakers. I'm like, what
these niggas always trying to jack you. Like, damn.
Yeah, I let my brother borrow my sneakers. I'm like, yo, can I get my sneakers back? What sneakers? Nigga, my sneakers. I let you borrow them fucking 2 weeks ago. Where's my fucking sneakers at? I'm about to go back home to New
York. That's when you start taking your coat off, but you don't want to leave it on the ground. You're like, oh man, they might take my coat when I try to fight it.
Like, yo, Adrian, let me borrow your triple fat goose.
Just duck my punch and take my coat and run off.
I'm like, yo. They gave me a fucking jean jacket with the Sherpa jean jacket. I'm like over here freezing. He got my triple fat. Yo, give me my triple fat goose, Edgar. What the fuck, man?
Y'all niggas fighting.
Oh man. You fighting your cousin. Like, take his coat, B.
Take his socks.
You wouldn't leave with one shoe and no coat.
That's some East Coast shit, man. Take his socks, B.
Santiago side of my family. Shout out to the Santiago.
Y'all some Edgar Malanga ass niggas, man. Fucking monsters.
That was my cousin's name too. His name is Edgar. You know what I'm saying? Eddie.
Edgar, man.
Edgar.
Anybody named Edgar,
Gotta
man,
go.
you a fucking monster. I'm convinced, man. Fuck. If your name is Ed or Edgar, you a monster. I believe it.
Yeah,
Shit.
you gotta be a monster. You because the motherfuckers used to pick on you like, yo, Eddie Monster, what's good, Eddie Monster? You stop calling me Eddie. That's what every time.
Stop. Hey,
Every
they don't even want to be called their first. Stop calling me Edgar, B. Stop calling me Edgar. Call
time,
me Ed, B.
Eddie.
What's up, Edgar? The nigga be ready to fight.
Be ready
Like,
to fight.
damn, chill, bro. It's your name. Why you mad? It's your real name, bro. Your name is Edgar. Nah, just call me E, bro.
E-Dub.
Call me E, bro.
Or
Like
like
the
they used to
radio
call me,
host, nigga, call me E, bro.
or like Angel in Spanish is Angel. Like, yo, Angel, come here, yo, stop calling me Angel. My mother calls me Angel. Stop calling me that, yo. You want
Stop
to
calling me
fight?
that, B. You be ready to fight.
And take the switch, take the fucking blade out my mouth. What's good? What's good? Call me Angel again, nigga. What's up? What's up? I'm gonna razor tag you. What up?
You ready to buck 50 of me, son?
I'm about to razor tag you, B. What's good?
I'm about to buck 50 this dude, son.
I'm
Y'all
about to
niggas be
50,
ready to kill a dude over jokes.
52 blocks, you ass. What's good? 52 blocks.
Yeah, man. I got a nigga from Brooklyn, nigga. Actually, Brownsville. That nigga, man, funny as fuck. Cause he be ready to just kill a nigga real just over nothing. Like, bro, chill, bro. You need a West
Sporting
Coast nigga around you in your life, bro. Chill out, fam.
Sporting Advantage says Egginton is worse. It is.
Hey, it's-
Egginton.
Yeah,
hey,
that's a hell of a name.
hey,
Damn, Boots hasn't still fought anyone in the top 70. That's real bad. Shit, I was talking shit about Edgar Berlanga about not fighting nobody in the top 40, but top 70, that is fucking bad. Oh, Black and Brown, what's good, man? Shout out to yo, bring your ass on up here, man. Black and Brown. Remember that shit from the
you
wood?
got 10. Hey, tell him
Hey,
he got 10 minutes, bro. He got 10 minutes.
what up,
Shout
man?
out to B and
Black
B.
and Brown, what's good, man?
What's happening, family?
Uh, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah, we hear you.
I was trying to be positive on that live last night, but motherfuckers just get negative, man. I was like, I can't control myself now.
What live stream you talking about?
Uh, Last night we had Black and Brown. He was
Oh,
on there. I
didn't
just
even
hopped
catch that.
on. I tried to bring some positive energy. That shit went all the way left.
Just depending on who you got up on the panel. But look,
Yeah,
man, shit. Yeah, I gotta catch. I didn't get a notification for him or Black and Brown, red glove or Black and Brown.
Red was live last night.
I think he went live today or something like that,
Was
or
he?
last night. But I didn't get the notification. And Charles said something about like red live. He good for that, saying that in the hangout. I was like, oh
Right.
shit, I didn't even get no notification.
Yeah, shit. I'll visit today and yesterday. Really, that's why I got on so late. I got home at like 11.
Oh,
It's
word.
crazy, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
got a lot like
It's-
family issues going on, man. Like
What's going on with the sound? Hello,
losing somebody.
I can't hear you.
So, but so
What's
I
going
just
on?
try to chill, man. Try to stay
For
positive.
some
But
reason
you
I
got
can't
these
hear nothing you're
negative
saying.
motherfuckers out here.
he said yesterday morning.
What is going on with my sound, man? I can't hear nothing y'all saying. Well, let me do it again.
He can't hear us. Oh shit, because we got an odd number on the live stream. Maybe if it's an even number, he can hear. Actual shit be weird like that sometimes. If it's an odd number on, his shit will fuck up. But if it's even, it should be like 8 niggas, he good. If it's 7, nah, shit done.
Yeah, she be like, nah, nah.
You know, goddamn coronavirus spirits be intercepted and shit. Like,
I be
damn,
chucking my headphones and shit. Like I gotta save my eardrums. Like fuck, man. And he be
right.
all calm too. He be calm right before it happens. He be like, yeah, man. Like, like fuck, man.
Yeah, man.
What is going
This
on
shit
with
go
this sound?
twilight on us
Can't
real
hear
quick
shit.
out of nowhere.
Oh,
Hey, well,
let me
shout out
check
to the
my phone.
playback. You know what I mean? Y'all hit the like button. Shout out to the like I said, 2021 citizens. You know what I mean? Shout out to y'all, man. 2021 citizens. A lot of
Yeah,
niggas didn't
man.
make it out of 2020, man. That's just
Yeah,
no cap.
nah, man. And I hope we could put this behind us, man. Move forward. I hope 2021 is a better year for people. You know. You know what I mean? So just take care, man. Nothing's guaranteed out there. So shit, man. Stay tight with your family, man, and don't do anything you might regret later on, y'all.
Yeah.
All right. I think you can hear me.
Yeah,
Can
we
you
can hear
hear
you,
us?
Adrian.
Yeah. Oh shit.
All
I
right.
got had to get on my phone, man. I don't know what happened to
Yeah,
my
yeah.
fingers, yo. They took a
Maybe it's just
shit.
your desktop that do that. Yeah, I'm about to
Oh
wind down to
shit.
like 5 or 10.
Now it's mad
But
choppy.
oh shit.
All right, now it's
Yeah.
better.
All right. Hopefully it's better promotions.
Yep.
Shout out to all the positive channels out there, man. Ones that's growing and keeping it stacked. I mean, we respect y'all, whoever it is. And yeah, man. Hey, YouTube, get it together, man. Let us get the notifications for everybody that we sub to. If we hit the bell, it's for a
Facts.
reason. Like, come
Yeah.
on, man. I want to. It's like it's cool. We with the playback game, but we like to catch it live too. But if we don't get the notification, we don't know what the fuck is up. I mean, it's just like I sent something to my homie, like, yo, man, I sent you something in the mail, and y'all niggas don't even get that shit to him. Like, what the fuck? Did y'all deliver this shit or what?
Nah, that's some bullshit.
That nigga
Man.
supposed to get what I sent, homie. When somebody
Yeah.
upload a video, do a live stream, that's for the people. That's for the community, his or her community. So we need to get the notifications.
Facts.
2021, we need to push that notification game. For real. Algorithms, get that shit together. YouTube. Come on. Please. Knows I catch the yeah. So I'll try to catch the Black and Browns playback. Hopefully he made y'all feel comfortable on this panel. Like we do on the side, you know. Y'all want to shout any channels out, man? Any recommendations for people that's catching playback that they need to go and check out? Content?
Oh shit. I like Andrew Tucker. That's a positive channel. That dude's positive,
Yeah.
man.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Andrew
I like
Tucker's a
Andrew
good
Tucker.
channel, man.
All
Yeah,
right,
I
I
shout
like
him
mean,
out.
Andrew.
you could tell.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know who else out there. There's quite a few out there. You know what I mean? Outside of the UGC, you know what I mean? There's a few out there.
Yeah,
There's a few
like
out there.
Raphael Dawkins. Yes. Yes.
Raphael.
Yes.
Hey, I want to shout out
Rafi, man.
Real Talk Boxing. Y'all check his channel out as well.
Mm. Coach K.
Oh,
Coach
Coach
K, man. Coach
Positive.
K should is I like
yep,
Coach
Coach
K
Coach
K
channel.
too.
K. I like Coach K channel. Hell yeah.
OMG.
OMG. That's my dude,
That's
man.
right. That's the Raphael guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
man, that's Rafi, man. He always got Rick Glacier on, Rick Glacier, he's a stand-up guy, man. He just says it, I like how he sees it. I don't agree with everything what Rick Glazer says all the time, but Rick Glazer, he's an old school guy. We've talked to Rick, we've interviewed Rick before, you know. I think IO has or whatever, and yeah, man. Shout out to him, man. He's on
yeah.
Twitter and stuff. If you haven't followed Rick Glazier on Twitter, follow him on Twitter. Follow me on Twitter. Actual facts box. I think it is. You'll find me on there on Twitter. I'm on there sometimes, seldomly, but I get a lot of my news from there too. If you see me on Twitter, just give me a shout out, whatever. Follow me, man. I don't got too many followers on there, but hey, that's what it is, man. I'm not always on social media like that, man. I got a lot of
They
shit to
know his
do.
name though. They know his name.
Yeah.
That's the
You ring
difference.
bells, ring bells in the community. Shout out
Yeah,
to
Yeah,
Black
man.
and Brown too, aka Expos.
Right. I want to say this, man. Like, people say what they say. They can hate on the outside, but we take pride on this side by knowing that a lot of people started with us, man. They got inspired. They fuck with the channel. They seen something. They seen what kind of content we was pushing, and then they started their own shit, and we respect them, like Black and Brown. You know what I mean? That's a real one. You know what I mean? So I remember when he first started off, like 1 2 Kid just said Sacramento Expo at first. Now he Black and Brown boxing. So big ups to him. He got his own shit cracking. He on his own wave. So we take pride in that, knowing that, you know what, man? We inspire a lot of people, you know. We helped a lot of people.
hey, if you
Inspiration
haven't checked
Promotions.
if you haven't checked out Sporting Advantages edits and videos or 1 2 Kids edits and videos, please go check those out, man.
Y'all
We
man
got,
gotta check it
here
out,
on the
bro.
UGC, we got some of the most talented dudes with these edits, with these 5 minute to 10 minute edits. RG,
RGM
regular
too, yeah.
militant man. When
Seriously.
RGM's on it, he's on it, man. He put together some wild, crazy edits, some real beautiful collection of videos and funny stuff, man. Real funny stuff.
Entertainment.
You know,
Yep. Black shit been on point too lately. I've
yeah,
been enjoying his shit too. To be honest with you, I mean, that should be funny.
yeah,
That
yeah,
should be
yeah.
cracking me up. Be making my day. I'll be like, all right, cool.
Hell
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Drop a quick flame when I have time to just, do what I can for the community and keep it moving. But shit, I know it's some power players, on the team that just, I entertain every time I see a notification from y'all. I wish you two would fuck around with the notification for y'all niggas. I'll be pissed the fuck off. Like y'all niggas went too far. If I don't get a notification for Red Glove, One Two Kids, Sporting Advantage, actual, chart, man, I'll be pissed, bro. I'll TBA, like y'all better give me my notification, bro. I mean, I gotta come through and support.
Yeah,
So
yeah. That's what
that's
we
really
do
what I'm
over
on
here.
YouTube for, anyway.
Yeah. Support, push. You know what I mean? Push boxing, and the good people pushing it. You know what I'm saying?
Facts. So I wanted to do that before we left out. You know what I mean? To just shout some people out. CMD Boxing Reports. Y'all go check out his channel. That's a real dude. Positive as well. Um, he a working man, but he put up his videos when he have time. Do his little fight reviews and stuff like that. I always enjoy his videos. He did one recently on what you call it, Regis Prograde being called out by Matthias, that guy that basically was responsible for killing Patrick Day, you know, in that one fight. So that guy wants smoke with Regis, and he like, man, he need to get in there. Fuck it. So I like that type of shit. You could be a fan of somebody, but you ain't trying to shy away from the topic of like, yo, it's a motherfucker that's coming down and chasing him, knocking on his door. I'm that type of dude too. Like, I can like a dude, but if somebody knocking on his door, hey, get that smoke in, bro. Shit, you skillful. You IB. Pull your
Mhm.
skirt down. Like, get in there, bro. So shout out to him, CMD, DT3. Y'all check him, that's the homie from Cali. So check his channel out.
I Kong
Um,
too.
Iron Cone, he's on the channel's tag. Tony Reviews.
Yep. Tony
Mhm.
reviews.
I don't want to leave nobody out. Um, because I'm always about trying to get people to certain channels, get content, get through their day and week and all of that. So you got people that give you good live streams. You got people that drop some videos here and there, and it be heat every time. So you already know. But if it's anybody I'm leaving out, y'all let me know. I don't want to leave nobody. Oh, Knockouts with Nika. Check her out. You know, she periodically drops videos, and she be on Twitter a lot. So most def, check her out. But
Mhm.
shit, my battery about to die in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He said, Black. Also, I will listen back in here and dropping bombs I didn't catch. That's what the playback gang is for, man. That's what we started over here, and we push that every time. Go back and support. You might have missed the live shit, but go back and check it out. Playback. You feel me? And big ups to One Two Kid, man, with the Truth Hurts crew. That shit is a fire ass movement, and I'm gonna keep promoting that and pushing that to the fullest, man. I
Mhm.
mean,
Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it.
and just niggas in my, they got a pound for pound in boxing, but they got a pound for pound on YouTube, and I got one. That nigga's on my pound for pound. So 1, 2, definitely Red Glove. It's certain cats, man, but them the two for sure. They on my pound for pound. Actually, man, this nigga is a walking content. Like y'all already know what it is. This nigga's actually. I call him actual flames because it's always gonna be actual facts, and it's gonna be flame behind it. So that's what it is in 2021, man. UGC.
That's it, man. We ain't going nowhere.
Anything else, brother?
That's it, man.
Think
We
you
ain't going
said it
nowhere.
all.
Contrary to popular belief, we ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere, man. We right here, man. 2021, we still here. We still exist. Okay. Whether you like it or not, but you will be watching, and you still gonna be cat burglar content still. Okay. You
Cat
feel
burger.
me? You gonna do what you gonna do. You gonna do what you
You gonna
gonna
do what you
do.
gonna do, B.
You know what I
Right.
mean? Can't
But
stop
yeah,
that.
man. And shout out to the new addition we had, Ronald Fink. Shout out to the
Oh
homie
yeah.
Ronald Fink.
That's right.
I don't
Raw
want to
the
leave him
dog.
out. Charles motherfucking D. And y'all check out Troy King too. Check out his channel. Um,
Mm-hmm.
even the homie Jalik Deleted, check out his shit too. I mean, he be doing little reviews on his dog and all kind of shit. Check out Jalik. True meaning gang. You know what I mean? A lot of niggas started with us. Hey, at the end of the day, man, happy new year to y'all. And best of luck going forward, man. And
Mm-hmm.
that's all I got. BHP and the UGC. We
Peace.
out, man.